All right, I'm in this floofy shirt, so it's time to do another king. This is the reign of King Edward III, which was suspected to have been written with Thomas Kyd. Doesn't even get credit on the front. Sad. King John was the first king chronologically. Edward III is the second king. I'll talk more of the history after the piece. But play-wise, opens up with King Edward III declaring war on France and Scotland. And then it segues to this countess that he is madly in love with, even though she's married and he's married. And it reads like a romantic comedy, like Much Ado About Nothing. That's the monologue I'm going to do. And then 3 more acts of war, 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 bore, bore, bore. Lots of Black Prince, his son. He was quite the warrior. So that's why I've chosen to do this fun romantic bit. Grab a crown, grab a sash, and let's get going. More fair and chaste than is the Queen of Shade. That line hath 2 faults, gross and palpable. Comparest thou her to the pale Queen of Night, who, being set in dark, seems therefore light? What is she, when the sun lifts up his head, but like a fading taper, dim and dead? More fair and chaste, I did not bid thee talk of chastity, and ransack so the treasure of her mind. For I had rather have her chaste than chaste. Oh, out with the moonlight, I will none of it. And let me have her likened to the sun, that she doth thaw cold winter like the sun, that she doth cheer fresh summer like the sun, that she doth dazzle gazers like the sun, who smiles upon the basest weed that grows as lovingly as on the fragrant rose. Give me the pen and paper, I will write. But soft, here comes the treasure of my spirit. Lodowick, thou knowest not how to draw a battle. These wings, these flankers, and these squadrons argue in the defective discipline. Thou shouldest have put this here, and this other here. Okay. So Edward III. So we did King John first. His son was Henry III and reigned for a really long time, kind of boring. Now, Edward I was then his son, and he, if you want to think cinematically, was the mean old king in Braveheart, Mel Gibson's film, who in the movie throws his son's lover, that would be Edward II, out the window. And that's true. Edward II had a male lover named Gaveston that he ravished gifts upon. And Christopher Marlowe wrote that play. And in that play, he's murdered by having a hot poker shoved up his bum. Not very nice, but that there's no historical evidence to that. Then we have Edward III. He ascended the throne when he was 15, and he slapped his mother into a convent or prison, never saw her again, and killed her lover that were running the country when he was just a teen. So he was kind of a badass too, and did have the war with Scotland, and pretty much, I think, overtook France and was the king of France for a while. So yeah, he followed in his grandpappy's footsteps. So there's the history for those of you that want to know a little bit about the monarchs. And that Lovesick monologue's weird. It's romantic and even kind of silly. So that's what I did. So ciao for now.